Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching TVC Breakfast. Earlier on in the show, we told you about the pedestrian bridge at the Alakwere estate, the K2 axis of Lagos collapsing after a collision brought on by a yet-to-be-identified truck. And we understand that the incident occurred around 12 a.m. this Friday morning, and so the truck ramming into the bridge. Currently, or for the past couple of minutes and even longer than that, emergency responders have been battling to clear off the debris and work as fast as possible to ensure regular vehicular traffic and other activities resume as soon as possible. And our crew there has also been on that axis to observe things for themselves, and they've been dropping some updates. Now we can now connect with TVC News correspondent Sarah Ayeku, who is standing by for us. Sarah, if you can hear me, I reckon that there will be so much noise, but tell us the latest at this time. Earlier on, you sent a report that responders were on that stretch trying to, restore sanity, so to speak, and regular vehicular activities. What's the status now?
All right, so just before I go on to talk about the resultant impact that this particular incident would cause, if you take a look at what's going on here, this is the Alakwere pedestrian bridge that was affected by the incident that happened at about 11:08 p.m. That's on Thursday night. Emergency response, as I understand, came at about midnight to see how they can clear the container, which I understand is about 5.2 feet container. We just saw the container move a couple of minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago. They were just able to clear the road for commuters and road users to use. But let me quickly bring on the special advisor to the governor, that's Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who has been here since midnight to explain to us what he has seen. So thank you so much for joining us. You've been here since 12 midnight, at about 12:08 when this incident happened. Talk to us about what happened and what the government is doing to ensure that this bridge is brought back as soon as possible.
So thank you very much. So basically what happened was around 11:08 yesterday, we got a call that a truck hit the bridge going towards Alausa, and the whole road was blocked. So of course what we need to do, we got cranes, we got all the equipment we needed to do, and then we've been able to clear the road. So basically, as it is right now, as you can see, a portion of the bridge is off now. And that means that we are not even sure of the integrity of the other side of the bridge. So Ministry of Works and Infrastructure will be here right now to come and conduct an integrity test on it. However, we've been able to open the road for Lagosians because we know that the man-hour lost is unquantifiable. So at least we've been able to prevent that from happening. So the road is free, people are moving about. However, the safety of the bridge will have to ensure it by carrying out an integrity test on it. So in a few minutes, I'm sure our people from the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure will be here to carry out the integrity test.
It's pretty mind-boggling to see, especially when we saw the video and pictures last night about a container, a 5.2 feet container hitting the bridge. This has not happened before on this stretch. How come this truck driver used this particular stretch of the road? Are there sanctions for people, that's recalcitrant drivers, who use this stretch of the road?
So really, this is the way for them to go through. This is their normal route out of Lagos. However, what happened was there were actually about 12 of them, but this particular one, I do not know what happened. 10 of them have actually moved away. So it was the 11th one that actually hit the bridge. So whatever caused that, we do not know. The driver is already in the custody of the police there, and where we have taken custody of the truck itself. So whatever it is, however, for us, the most important thing is that Lagosians move about easily in Lagos. I think that's the most important for us. That at least people can go to their work. However, from what you can see, with this bridge off now, so we have to start, stopping people for them to cross the main bridge. And this will definitely lead to traffic congestion. So I want to use this opportunity to just beg Lagosians to please take it easy on the road. They should be cautious on this road. As you can see, we've not even been able to clear this, but we cannot hold the traffic much longer. So we are employing Lagosians to ply this road with caution till we are able to fix it.
Was there any injured person on the road? No casualty
at all. So luckily it happened when there was no one around. There was no casualty. There was another bus that was involved, but no one was actually wounded. Luckily for us, and we thank God for that.
All right, so Kemi, you've just heard from the special advisor to the governor on transportation, highlighting and giving us a rundown of what they've been doing since last night when you talk about emergency responders. So from what you see now, commuters, road users are using the road, but the most difficult part of this particular incident is the fact that residents of Alakpere and adjoining areas would have to that can no longer use the pedestrian bridge. Traffic officers are stopping traffic to ensure that you have people cross the road first, and then they now allow traffic to move on. This is also happening on the other side of the road. The special advisor had, of course, highlighted that an integrity test will be conducted on this particular section of the bridge, as no one can use the bridge right now. Kemi.
Right, and well, it's good news, at least for many residents who would want to go on to the Third Mainland Bridge, who had already had fears that they won't be able to make that trip in the regular time. But some concerns linger now that that access has been cleared, and we are seeing vehicles pass. He also said, the SA said that he advised motorists to use that access with caution. But I was wondering what the assurances are, if it is indeed very safe for vehicles to still pass. As we can see, a portion or half of the pedestrian bridge has been cut off. What's the assurance that that place is even safe as we speak?
Oh, that's where the problem is. That's the concern. When I was coming here this morning, you had LASMA officials tell me not to use the bridge, like I should stay away from the bridge, try and use the lay-by to access the road. But the major concern now is either we're expecting that anytime from now, when the integrity test is done, either the government demolishes the other section of the bridge or they give us their verdict on the bridge. So for now, we cannot ascertain if the bridge is safe, if it's safe enough to use under the bridge. But then they're still advising motorists to try and use the alternative routes. Alternative routes, we're talking about using Ikorodu Road instead, using the Alakpere, that's Ikorodu. You can use Ikorodu out if you want to get to Ekpe and all of that areas. You can also use the Ikorodu Road. You can also go use Ogudu to access the Third Mainland Bridge. But for now, they are not giving us any kind of assurance. All they've just told us is that an integrity test will be conducted on the other section of the bridge, and then from then on, we'll know what the government will do about this particular pedestrian bridge, because it's very important. We've been seeing children with their mothers, with their parents, and people going to work use this section of the road, and it's been very difficult. The median is pretty high, not really convenient for people that want to cross over. You can see just over there an old woman with the LASMA officials. That's how difficult it is using the median to cross this particular section of the road. So that's going to be the bane of that's going to be the problem now. How do you get residents, that's those who are living in Alakpere and its environs, cross this road safely? So what the government is trying to do is stop vehicles, allow people use the road, and then pass on the other vehicles. But we're hoping that this would indeed ensure safety. Safety will be put in place to ensure that we do not lose lives in this process.
Absolutely, Sarah Yeku, thanks a lot for the updates from your end. We'll get back to you for more updates. But from what we know now, the pedestrian bridge has, is not safe for use. Of course, pedestrians are, being, aided to cross the expressway, but cars, vehicles can now move freely. However, motorists have been advised to use that stretch of the Alakpere area with caution, pending an integrity test that will be conducted on the remaining half of the pedestrian bridge.